Hello everyone, Don Geno here, and we are continuing on to go through the Greymoor chapter of Elder Scrolls Online. Here to talk to Lyris Titanborn, who seems to have my man Fenorian hemmed up at the moment. Even though I don't trust him, I think I should probably intervene.
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you.
That's Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. He's investigating the Ice Reach Coven just like us.
House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a Coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her.
I don't really trust him, but a Coven witch? Where?
On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
I'll meet you up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Alright. This is exciting. Finally get to square off with one of these witches, hopefully. Causing a muck all over Western Skyrim so far. Butchered an entire temple. And I want to see if I can give them the business. Atlanta, the sun is bright. Here, witchy, witchy, witchy. Alright, let's do it. How am I supposed to kill somebody who's not here? Where the witch at?
Not even Harold. It seems the ritual
Kill
needs
her before she can
refinement.
summon another storm.
Willing sacrifices.
There you
How
are.
nice.
Sacrifice! I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
Oh god, where'd she go? Well, there she is. She kind of looks like one of the hag rape. Nope, definitely not. Maybe? I don't know. Definitely scary in comparison to how I look. Ah, more hounds. Huh,
Hoped you could take her prisoner.
that
No
bad?
matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Alrighty. Well, the plot thickens. Where are you going, Finn? Why are you running off like that? Thought we was homies. There you are.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that match the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though.
Other fragments?
All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the Harrow Storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels.
Larger vessels?
Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witchpike residue, an answer will suggest itself.
Come to Solitude with us. There may be a place there where you can set up your equipment.
Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report.
Do you have a location in mind?
I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnins, a dying breed among the Nords. a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her.
What makes you think that old Mjolnir can help?
Mjolin's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy.
Where's Morthal?
Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds: Hafengar, Hjalmarch, and Carthald. Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. It's located southeast of Solitude, along the River Hjal. Old Mjolin lives in the marshlands nearby.
Have you dealt with anything like this before?
The Raven Watch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion, but I've never dealt with anything like this before. People turning into harrow fiends, or becoming mindless harrowed. It's a nightmare.
Right. You had a theory about the effects of the Harrow Storm.
Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrow Storm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into harrow fiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
Peace out, my dude. Oh, there's... Sneak up on me like that, you beautiful bastard.
So, what did your vampire friend discover?
Venorian thinks the Harrow Storms create the Harrow Fiends and the Harrowed.
Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now.
Sweet. Thank you.
Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svartalfheim.
Do we have enough evidence to convince the King and Queen of the danger?
The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee.
So what do we do if High King Svargrim refuses to see us?
I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild.
Let's go see the High Queen.
If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude.
Why do you think the Ice Reach Coven wants to turn people into Harrow Fiends?
Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces.
Venorian is going to seek help from a clever woman near Morthal.
A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim. I'm surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her.
Should we help them with their research?
Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Ooh, another level. Super exciting. Bunch of stuff that'll come in handy later. Gotta add more to Magicka. Now, what do I want to do? Can I... No, Encase isn't ready yet. You know what? I think I'm gonna get the Daedra Curse. Curse an enemy with a destructive, dealing magic damage and to the target, and magic damage to all nearby enemies after 6 seconds. Oh, you know what? That seems really helpful. Grab that. We're gonna put that in the place of Mage's Fury. Excellent, fun stuff. Alright, time to go find the king. Whoa, what a glitch.
Help! Assassins in the palace! Help!
That's one of the queen's
Assassins in the
Let's get
palace, oh
inside.
no. What the hell?
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Who the hell did this?
Your father. The kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead,
If you had listened to us,
like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
Well, didn't see that one coming. Oh my Lanta.
gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right.
How did an assassin get that close to the Queen?
Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Ice Reach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is.
So what do we do now?
Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right.
I'll see what I can find. Well, isn't that a pain? I like the Queen too. She was actually going to help us out. It's probably why she's dead. What a pain. And it was the Ice Reach Coven.
Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin?
I found this medallion nearby, beneath a broken window.
We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Ice Reach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in?
The High King seemed pretty angry to me.
Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
Lead the way.
We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Nice.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easily duped, outsider.
It's not Yorn you need to be concerned with, it's the Ice Reach Coven.
Reach witches? They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you.
Have you heard about the horror storm that struck Kilcreath? It turned your people into horror fiends.
Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies.
The Queen asked us to bring you proof. That might be why the Coven killed her.
You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips? Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That would not go so well for you.
Peace out, dude.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother?
You're gathering evidence to convince the High King of the threat to your kingdom.
Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
The Ice Reach Coven has come to Western Skyrim. It looks like they killed the Queen.
And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds?
The High King won't listen to us. He thinks this is all some plot of the Skald King.
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever did this and stop them.
We'll do what we can, Your Highness.
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something.
Did you get a good look at the assassin?
He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Could you talk to the High King about this threat? He might listen to you.
My father? Listen to me? When Horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone.
I heard what your mother told you. She didn't believe that, and neither should you.
I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
Alright, peace out, Girl Scout.
Come on, Princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
Well, that's super depressing. Got an outcast princess. The queen's dead. The king does not believe that the Ice Reach Coven is the threat here. And on top of that, looks like we're just going to have to fight this one on our own. Thank you for tuning in. Don't you know? Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace out.